President Donald Trump pledged Tuesday to combat bigotry and unite what he called a divided country after wrapping up his first visit to the National Museum of African American History and Culture. Today and every day of my presidency, I pledge to do everything I can to continue that promise of freedoms for African Americans and for every American. Trump said this, calling his tour a meaningful reminder of why we have to fight bigotry and hatred and intolerance. Trump went on to say we're going to have to bring this country together. We have a divided country that's been divided for many, many, many years, but we're going to bring it together, he added. Trump also took the opportunity to address the recent spate of anti-Semitic incidents, heeding calls from Jewish leaders and Democrats for him to speak out. I covered this issue yesterday with Ivanka Trump making a Twitter post where she said that we need to have more tolerance. And she used the hashtag of a Jewish community organization that battles against anti-Semitism. He called the recent threats against Jewish community centers horrible and painful, and a very sad reminder of the work that must be still done to root out hate and prejudice. He was joined at the museum by his daughter, Ivanka Trump, his friend Ben Carson of the Housing, Urban, and Development, and his wife as well. So this is what's going on with Trump. He is coming out. I know a lot of people didn't know if he would actually do this. People have been saying for quite some time that Trump has been feeding into anti-Semitism by not repeatedly denouncing white nationalists, skinheads, and other hate organizations who supported him. So this is good for him to do. Will this, subside the wave of criticism that he's received for not speaking out or not speaking out enough? Here's the thing about any type of correlation they do with your name with an organization. There's just so much you can do to combat that stuff, guys. If someone says you're racist, you probably know better than I do, folks. It's hard to prove that you're not. That's why it's such a damning criticism that I rarely use for people, because frankly, it's just unfair. It's like coming to a fist fight and bringing a nuke. You know what I'm saying? So I prefer to let evidence speak for itself. We will have a lot of time over the course of the next 4 years, and if Democrats aren't careful, the next 8 years, to decide if Trump is in fact a racist. The same thing holds true for anti-Semitism. All right, guys, I'm Tim Black. Thank you for tuning into this show. If you like what you saw, do me a favor and do yourself a favor and do the movement a favor, then subscribe to this channel. Also, find me at timblacktv.com, where I'll be covering more news the way you like it. This is News Wrap Up for TBTV.